Hello you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about a Instagram account and the person that runs that Instagram account. I told you guys a little bit ago that I wanted to do this video and do a whole dedicated video just reviewing this person's posts. I have already reviewed her in the past with another YouTuber friend of mine. We did a mini little collab, but I thought we would just run through everything and really do a deep dive on the individual itself. This person likes to present themselves as an MLM coach. They run a Instagram account with over 90,000 people that are on that Instagram account. This individual is also a rep in the MLM Rodan and Field. And again, she does have that separate Instagram account that she runs called No Shame Sales Game. That account is centered around network marketing in general. She doesn't really pinpoint down on one MLM. She kind of just talks about all MLMs and she tries to train individuals how to go about network marketing. But with that, she also runs a course. So she does sell a yearly $365 subscription to anyone in network marketing that essentially wants MLM tips. With that, she does, I believe, run it with a couple of other individuals. So I'm not sure if they do split the money that they make from that. So again, it is a yearly subscription. So every 365 days, you'll be spending $365. Currently, they have over 2,920 members in her subscription. And if we do the math on that, that means in just 1 year, she will make over $1 million just by this course alone. So she does say that she is changing network marketing with her Instagram account and everything like that. So to me, she really presents herself as an MLM coach. But something I found interesting is this doesn't include other trainings that she does. And if I look at my phone really quickly, I was actually looking at her account today and I came across where she was running kind of like this other course, like a sales course with another individual. So if we look at a post, it says, if you're not having fun selling, then you're leaving a ton of money on the table. She said she's hosting a 90-minute sales workshop with a friend. And if you want to end the year strong and create a new relationship with selling, aka no ick factor, you need to sign up. It's $63 and it's a no-brainer. So she also has other things throughout the year that she sells and makes money off of. And I bet a lot of people that follow her are going to end up, doing this. So I kind of wanted to dive into her actual course and subscription that she does, just so I could tell you guys a little bit more about what it is. So she calls it the Direct Sales Growth Community. So DSGC, she normally says it that way. She says she's changing the perspective of direct sales from the inside out. So if we ask what the heck is DSGC, she said it is created for and by women involved in direct sales. We believe that cost shouldn't be the barrier between you and receiving trainings from elite specialists and experts that will help you take your business to the next level. Okay, money, but you're still asking people to spend $365 to sign up for this. That is a lot of freaking money. So cost is the barrier, because people who can't spend the money on this, which is going to be 90% of people in multi-marketing companies, are not going to be able to sign up for your little growth community. She says, why do we want that? Let's be honest, friends. A vast majority of direct sales misinformation is outdated or just plain wrong. You just want to be able to share the amazingness of your opportunity without someone looking at you like you just chugged some Kool-Aid, you know what I mean? So then she clearly goes on saying, we're not your guru. She says, how many times have you seen an ad for the countless gurus and coaches and courses out there promising to teach you sales techniques that'll 10 times your business? That's not who we are. In my opinion, it is. You present yourself as someone who is changing the narrative around network marketing. You give constant advice on your social media platform with almost 100,000 followers, which are mostly going to be people in multi-level marketing companies looking for advice. You then run a group that is all about changing the narrative where you do trainings. What is that? Because to me, that's an MLM coach. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think that is? So if we keep reading, DSGC, if you pay the $365, you will get full access to the community. So it's a private online network where you can interact, engage, and collaborate with like-minded direct sales professionals. Then she says, out with the old. So trainings on new proven approaches for reach outs, team building, and attraction marketing you haven't seen anywhere else. Again, you're training them. You're presenting yourself as a coach, an MLM coach, someone who could teach people things with training. And you just said you do this with professionals. So you're calling yourself a professional. She says she has monthly keynote speakers. She also has a resource library with courses in it and trackers for your business. They have a vendor marketplace. They have an annual meetup. Oh, I'd love to know what goes on there. She then says you will get access to replays for all the speakers and trainings. You can apply to lead trainings in the community, and then you can apply to be featured on the Instagram. Then she says for just $1 a day, because she looks at it as there's 365 days in a year, so that means you'll be spending $365. But it's not that someone spends $1 a day. You're asking them to pay up front. So then she has a list of all of the speakers that speak in this whole thing. So if you go to choose a plan, it says again it's $365 to subscribe. So if we click on this, I believe, yeah, you have to spend all the money at once. Yep, you put in your name, your email, and you sign up. So as I stated, this person does run a whole entire subscription where, again, she makes over $1 million a year on this with the amount of subscribers or people that are in her subscription. And she actually has an Instagram account just for the subscription people, which is open to anybody. So you can actually look up the direct sales growth community. It has 24,000 subscribers. And then this is clearly where she has the link for you to sign up with trainings and new drops that she does. So she has that Instagram. She has the Instagram I just talked about with 90,000 people. And then she has her own personal Instagram that she runs. Again, I don't really see her talking about her own MLM much. So I'd be curious how much she relies on this MLM coaching thing over actually working her Rodan and Fields MLM thing. I also found it interesting that when I was reviewing everything on her page, she says over and over in her trainings that not all MLMs are the same. They're different. I reacted to this person when it came to the Lula Rich stuff, where she tried to tell people, oh, that not every MLM is like Lula Rich and this and that, but you're selling this facade that all MLMs are the same. So you're saying they're different, not all MLMs are the same, but you're running an account for network marketing, meaning you're teaching every single person in an MLM the same thing, which to me would mean that they're all the same and they could all get trained the same, or else you'd only be providing this subscription to one MLM and teaching that one MLM, because all MLMs are different, right? In my opinion, they are not different. I will say when I was in my MLM, I was really taught that. And even right when I got out, I still believed that all MLMs were different. And no, they're different. They're not all the same. But the more I have dived into MLMs, the more I have researched them, the more I have done deep dives, and I've done countless deep dives, I have seen how identical MLMs market, how MLMs act when it comes to social media, how MLM reps act, how comp plans look, all of that. Most MLMs are identical. They may sell a different product, they may have a different CEO, may have a new marketing technique that they're trying, but when you actually do a deep dive on all MLMs, they have pretty much identical ways that they go about the MLM when it comes to comp plans, income disclosures, pretty much have the same statistics and all of that stuff. So in my opinion, they are all the same. So now let's go over a bunch of her posts. She does do like live streams where she does trainings and she reposts them, but I'm not going to go over those today. I really just want to dive into all of her posts. But first I want to start with some that I found today. I scripted this video a couple days ago and had it ready, and then I see that she uploaded more things. So I was like, why not go over that first? So first we have a video from this individual where she is on her Instagram stories, and I thought we would look at this one first. And it says on the screen, I'm just trying to get my Starbucks. I'm just here trying to get my coffee, and like, stop trying to recruit me, you know, it's so annoying. So let's play what she's saying when she's at Starbucks.
Guys, I'm just trying to get my Starbucks and like just be here to get my coffee, and like, stop trying to recruit me, you know? It's so fucking annoying.
So she's saying stop trying to recruit me because on the screen or on the front of Starbucks, it says we're hiring. So Starbucks is hiring employees where they will pay their employees a minimum wage. So if you actually zoom into the photo, it's really funny. It says baristas make $12 hourly and supervisors make 15 plus. So she's trying to say that Starbucks having a hiring sign is the same thing as an MLM rep diving into people's DMs and cold messaging them and nonstop trying to recruit them and posting a million times a day and reaching out to people, cold messaging. She's trying to say all of that is the same exact thing. Let me just point out the obvious. At Starbucks, you are guaranteed a paycheck at the end of the day. With MLMs, if you dive into income disclosure statements or even statistics on MLMs, you will see that 99% of people make no money, lose money, or go into debt. So no, it's not the same thing. Also, Starbucks isn't diving into your DMs. Starbucks isn't posting all over your Facebook wall telling you that you need to join them. Starbucks isn't commenting on your photos, trying to interact with you in order to build a connection to then try and use your vulnerabilities to recruit you. Starbucks isn't doing that. Starbucks posted one sign and they're just letting people know, hey, if you would like to work for us, you can. That's simple. So no, it's not the same thing. Let's please not make this a thing. So with that, she pretty much made a post around the same day that she posted this, and it goes, thoughts and prayers to everyone who's being recruited by now hiring signs this holiday season. It's like every store is trying to get me to join their team. I'm just trying to shop, Jan. Well, Jan, the individual who runs this page, I just stated it's not the same thing. You can go around a store and shop and not be bothered. A owner of a store is not going to bother you while you're shopping. They're going to be like, hey, can I help you today? Because it's called having good customer service. And then if you say no, they're going to leave you alone. And then you know what you can do? You can shop, you can get your stuff, you can pay for it, and then you can leave and you're not going to be bothered. Isn't that a crazy concept? But with MLMs, if we want to look at an MLM rep's page as their storefront, because that's what I was taught my MLM, yeah, they nonstop try and recruit people. They're constantly in their DMs, they're constantly cold messaging, they're constantly in people's comment sections trying to gain their trust so that they can recruit them in the future. It's completely different. Next post said, did it hurt when you realized that you could have a slice of the billion-dollar network marketing industry, but you're completely missing out by sitting on the sidelines? No, it did not hurt, because statistics about MLMs prove that the people who are making money are in the top 1%. And most of the time actually top like 0.1 to 0.5%. But stats show that. So no, it didn't hurt. Next post, the average American can't cover a $400 emergency. That's why I post about my side gig. Then the description says, I was able to pay our mortgage with my first paycheck from my little side gig. That was 5 years ago. That was and still is fucking mind-blowing to me. The trajectory of my entire life changed because I said yes to something that I had previously judged the hell out of. Newsflash, being a snarky budget bitch on the internet made me $0. Being skeptical and saying yes anyway made me more than that. So yeah, I'll keep talking about it. So yes, there is a issue in the United States, especially, that there is stats that people can't cover. I thought it was $500. They can't cover a $500 emergency. Yeah, that is a problem, but that has to do with other things, not including MLMs. But when you join an MLM, you're going to end up investing all of that money without many odds to get that in return. So you will have better odds if you actually go to a job that you're guaranteed pay, so that you can end up with an emergency fund. But again, I know it's very difficult for that to happen. A lot of people are in different circumstances, but an MLM is not going to be the thing to help you get there. Even if we look at, because I'm just curious now that we're talking about it, if we look at Rodan and Fields income disclosure statement, because that's where this person is in. So if we look, they state the average consultant earns $462 annually. So how can you have a $400 emergency fund when you most likely, when you're an average consultant in your MLM, you're only making $462 annually? Yeah, that means you're losing money, because when you join an MLM, you have to pay a starter kit. You normally also have to pay monthly fees to stay active. On top of that, other MLMs have things like an annual fee you have to pay to keep your account up. Sometimes it's anywhere between like $40 and $50. Other MLMs have apps that you have to pay for, which is ridiculous. So yeah, when we even look at your income disclosure statement for your MLM, $462 is what the average rep makes annually. So you're pretty much promoting this facade that people can join an MLM and be able to make that much. So what people do is they end up spending all of their money. I have plenty of MLM horror stories on my channel that talk about the fact that a lot of people end up in debt. Today, I actually read someone's comments and they said that they had to file bankruptcy twice. It's really sad what ends up happening in these multi-level marketing companies. And then this individual tries to promote this facade and this lie that you can do it too, when again, 99% of people don't. And even the average person in her MLM can't even make $500 annually. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh. I got very frustrated with this one. I actually, if you guys follow me on Instagram, reacted to this on my Instagram stories a couple weeks ago. And I actually told you guys I needed to talk about this, but I was waiting for my huge MLM coach video. This is actually my first MLM coach video that I am talking about, where I dived a little bit into the MLM coach itself and then diving into what they post and promote to sell to people. So I did talk about about this already, and I'm excited that I can talk about this post here. So here it says, network marketing is a place for strong as fuck women. I gotta get this off my chest. If a woman is a single mother, she's not vulnerable. She is a strong as fuck woman who does anything and everything for her kids. If a woman is a stay-at-home mom, she's not vulnerable. She's a strong as fuck woman who has the hardest job on the planet. If a woman is freshly postpartum, a new mom, she's not vulnerable. She's a strong as fuck woman who just grew a damn life inside of her. If a woman has just lost her job, she's not vulnerable. She lost her job and she'll sure as hell find another one. So let's stop there. I want to emphasize that being vulnerable does not equal weak. It does not equate to being weak. So you are trying to say that when we state vulnerable, we're meaning that the individual is not a strong individual. That's not what I'm saying, because if we actually look at the definition of vulnerable, it means that an individual is susceptible to physical or an emotional attack or harm. So when you are going through a hard time, like birthing a child or losing a job, which both of those things are some of the hardest things to go through, you are more susceptible to something that will harm you or emotionally take you on, like a multi-level marketing company. So when I and other individuals say, hey, this person was vulnerable, or if I even talk about myself and say I was in a vulnerable position when I joined my MLM, because I had just gotten out of the army because they medically retired me and I didn't know that was going to happen. I planned to do the army for 20 plus years. So I was caught off guard. My husband was overseas for a year on top of struggling with anxiety and depression. Oh, and let me add being alone in the middle of nowhere where my family isn't at. So yes, I was vulnerable. I was going through a hard time to where it made me susceptible to physical or emotional harm. That's all that means. So when we say vulnerable, we don't mean weak. I'm not calling myself a weak woman for joining an MLM and getting roped into one, because it has nothing to do with being strong or weak. And it's kind of that she would say that in the first place. So to add on to that, when people join an MLM reps, because I've been one, MLM reps and companies seek out individuals going through a hard time, whether that is mentally, physically, or financially. Kind of like your post where you're talking about, the emergency fund. You're going after people who are probably struggling financially, because if someone comes across that post and they see, oh my God, she's speaking to me, I'm struggling financially, and look at her. She was able to pay off this bill or this and this and this. You are going after someone who is in a vulnerable position financially. And then when we talk about mothers, we have a lot of these fitness MLMs who try and recruit individuals who just birthed out a human, which is a disgusting thing to do. Let's just say that. But that person, that individual who just birthed out a whole child, is going through a very hard time in every aspect, honestly, mentally, physically, emotionally, probably financially too, because babies are expensive. But with that person is vulnerable. They are vulnerable to mothers online trying to show them that they should get their baby bod or their pre-baby bod back, when that's disgusting and not even a thing, shouldn't even be a thing. So yes, vulnerable does not equal weak. Vulnerable equals someone's just going through a hard time and they're susceptible to physical, financial, etc. type of harm. She then said, this critique of network marketing preys on vulnerable women is such horse shit. I've never once heard a single father referred to as a vulnerable man, or a new father referred to as a vulnerable man, or a stay-at-home dad referred to as a vulnerable man, or a man who's lost his job as a vulnerable man. Strength is inherently assumed for men, but it's something that women have to be in a certain position to earn. There's no such thing as vulnerable or weak women. We're strong as hell, and this industry is for us. So the last sentence, there's no such thing as a vulnerable or weak woman. There is a thing called being vulnerable, or else the term wouldn't exist. Now, I will say no one should call anybody weak. I don't believe anybody in the world is weak, but I do believe people in certain aspects of their life are in vulnerable times. Simple. But the whole vulnerable man thing, I am so sick of this shit. Yes, men can be vulnerable. So her saying that is like the dumbest shit ever. The reason why we talk about vulnerable women more is because in multiple marketing companies, women are the most sought out group of individuals. When you try and recruit someone into an MLM, what audience are you going for? 90% women, and that's your target audience. So when we talk about vulnerable women, it's honestly just because, and in my opinion, this is for me, myself, and I, but for me, I state vulnerable women a lot because that's normally the audience being sought out. Now, for men, if there was a man on the screen and I was reacting to it, I would say, yeah, this man's vulnerable. So no, that's just a dumb thing. I think anyone can be vulnerable. Any individual, whether you are a woman, a man, non-binary, it doesn't matter who you are. You can be in a vulnerable position in your life. And it's kind of weird how she brought that up. And it's also funny because men are like 90% of the CEOs in the multi-level marketing companies. And I wonder why they make their MLM more geared towards women too, because we kind of have to look at that. Why are men most of the CEOs in multi-level marketing companies? Why? And then when you look at it, you're like, oh, they're making money off all of these women. So it actually gets pretty interesting if you look into it that way. So the next post says, if network marketing was oh, here we go again. If network marketing was a male-dominated industry, people wouldn't be nearly as critical of it. So the description says, it preys on vulnerable men. It's a stay-at-home dad cult. Guys from high school are just trying to make money. Can you even imagine? We're kidding ourselves if we don't think that there's a sexist undertone as to why network marketing gets bashed so often. Women starting business ventures and setting out to make their own money makes some people uncomfortable. Don't let small, insecure people get under your skin, my friends. You're capable, worthy, deserving, meant to take up space. Your role is whatever you want it to be. Keep building. If this triggers you, don't take it out on me. Call your therapist. Ew. I mean, do call your therapist if you are struggling, because I'm all about therapy. I'd love to be a therapist one day. But just because someone critiques a business model does not make them sexist. And again, it's funny because most MLMs have male CEOs whose companies revolve around attracting women to it. So what do we say about that? I'm critiquing mostly MLMs that are made by men, that men are making the most money out of it, because the CEO is making more money than any distributor in the multi-level marketing company. That's just a fact. So I think it's very dumb to even bring this up, because in MLM, women are just targeted more than men, while men are 90% of the CEOs. So ask yourself again, why is that? So then she kind of talks about women making their own money. So she goes, women starting business ventures and setting out to make their own money make some people uncomfortable. If it does make them uncomfortable, F that person. If they feel it's uncomfortable for women to make money, I thrive off of watching women make money. I think it's amazing. I think that the way our world is going, with women now holding higher positions and having more opportunities and us fighting for more opportunities, I think is freaking amazing. Because trust me, I am a feminist through and through. That's exactly why I am against MLMs. I find that multi-level marketing companies target women, they target vulnerable women, and then they try and take advantage of those vulnerable women, where 99% of them won't profit, while 99% of the male CEOs of these MLMs will profit. So in my opinion, I am looking out for women and expressing just how horrific this business model is for them. And I will continue to do that, because I truly believe that this business model is horrific. The second I watched a video about MLMs, that's what told me and really resonated with me to dig deeper. So to me, I'm thankful for content on MLMs and commentary content, because that's what got me to dig deeper and be like, oh my God, I'm doing that and that's not right. So yes, we're looking out for women when we talk about multi-level marketing companies and when we critique them. Next post, the person using social media to sell to make money looks far less ridiculous. Oh, wait, hold up. The person using social selling, so network marketing, MLMs, to make money looks far less ridiculous than the person using their leisure time bashing social selling for free. Everyone in my comment section, you guys, most of the time are anti-MLM or against multi-level marketing companies. How do you feel about this? Because you guys, all of you who watch my videos, do watch my videos in your free time. I would love to know how you feel about her saying that, like, MLM reps look far less ridiculous than people bashing or watching MLM content for free. I'd love to know. So I think that was not a really like equal comparison at all. And then we can kind of touch on her saying the bullying. So she goes, yet they're the ones who hide behind screens. I don't hide behind a screen. And they bully people online in their spare time. So critiquing a business model will never be bullying. Please learn what bullying is. I just talk about the MLM and what they're doing to harm individuals, and that's it. And talking about an unethical business practice. That's not bullying. So yeah, that's all. Post number 4. She said, friendly reminder that if you found the time to post about Courtney Travis's engagement, you can post about your business. I mean, I'm just as thrilled as you, but also I'm not calling in sick to work over it. So this is what's really annoying about multiple marketing companies is they make you feel like you need to spend all of your time on your phone. You can never have any time away from it. But it's funny because normally there's a facade presented on social media. So when you go on someone's social media platform, or if you ask them a question in a Q&A, like an MLM rep, and you say, hey, how much time do you put into it? Like if I joined, how much time? Most of the time you're going to see people say, oh, just 15 minutes to an hour a day. That's all you need. But then you're going to see posts like this from MLM coaches and uplines once you join the MLM. So once you're behind the scenes and you join the MLM, or you become involved with like an MLM coach like this, they're going to say this: if you have time to post about Courtney Travis being engaged, you can post about your business. So what? I can't post on social media. I can't scroll social media. I can't shit on the toilet. I literally can't even repost Courtney's engagement photo because I did. I thought it was really cute. So I seen Kourtney Kardashian and Travis getting engaged and I reposted it on my Instagram because I was like, this is freaking cute. Just because I can post about that doesn't mean I need to be doing my business 24/7. So again, it's just really funny that people can't even repost someone's Instagram stories without being looked at as, ugh, you're not even posting about your business. So don't let them make you believe that before you join, oh, you only have to spend 15 minutes to like an hour a day. No, because this is what's going to happen. You're going to be trained week after week after week that why are you posting that? You should be doing this. Or, hey, you're not doing enough work. Why not? Because I've seen you doing this on your Instagram the other day. That's what's going to happen. They are going to start blaming everything on you. So you're going to ask, for example, say I go to my upline and I tell them, hey, I'm just not, making the amount of money I want to make. I'm not signing people up. They're going to be like, well, last week I seen you posting about this. Why? You could have been working your business at that time. That's why you're not successful. So literally, again, people cannot even post about an engagement or shit on the toilet without having to post about their MLM. Next post says, let's normalize women making lots of money and being proud of it. And with no other justification than, of course, I make that much. Yes, let's normalize women making lots of money. Yeah, I think we should. I think anyone should be able to make a lot of money. I think anyone should be able to do whatever they want in this life. I second this post. The problem is 99% of people who join MLMs will not make money. They will go into debt. They will go bankrupt. They will lose family. They will lose friends. They will lose relationships. If we also want to look at it from the other side, the people who are making money from multi-level marketing companies and they are at the top of an MLM, what did they have to do to get there? And how many people under them are having to struggle to make money, struggle to even stay active in the MLM by keeping up with the PV? How many people had to struggle for that person to get to the top? I don't think that's anything to be proud of. So even when I look back on my MLM and the people I recruited and the fact that I lost over $5,000, when I look back at that, when I look back at the fact that I made it to the star diamond rank, the 1-star diamond rank, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of anything that happened in my MLM. I'm not proud of recruiting people. I'm not proud of selling a product I shouldn't be selling without being properly educated on health and wellness. But I also utilize my experience to teach other people and educate other people because I feel like that's what I want to do with my time. And that can be something I'm proud of. I'm proud of this channel. I'm proud of everything that I talk about, but I'm not proud of any of the people that were under me that had to lose money. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of the fact that I had to lose money. So no, I think that when we look at MLMs and we look at, oh, the top people are successful, and I put that in quotes, are they really? Is that what we want to call success? People who are making money off the backs of other people who have no odds of making money? Oh, this post got me, y'all. This post. Okay, are y'all ready for this? She goes, we need to make the change from business owner to independent consultant. I agree. I think it should be independent rep or distributor or independent consultant, whatever. And I do think people should stop saying they're business owner because I don't know how many times we have to debunk that. Let's keep reading. She said, being aligned with a network marketing company does not make us a business owner. Don't crucify me just yet, friends. Several reasons we don't own a business with our unicorn tiers company is because 1, the company has the ability to terminate our contracts. 2, we do not have any say in product production. 3, we do not bear the typical financial risk of starting a business or franchise, but those aren't bad things. In all honesty, that's the beauty of this industry. We don't have to create a product in order to sell it. Just like the medical sales reps don't have to create the product they're selling and make a profit. We don't have to deal with the headache of legal research and development, etc. in order to make a profit. We do not bear the typical financial risk, thank goodness. What do? We choose to align with the company, we advertise for the company, and we get paid for it. We are in control of how we work, when we work, and why we work. You are a badass with an entrepreneurial spirit who understands the value proposition that this industry provides. And that, my friend, is pretty freaking awesome. So I'm kind of going to ignore everything she said in the description. I just want to talk about the fact that she said they should change to being independent contractors. I agree. I second this post. The problem I have is one day she'll say that. She'll say, hey, we should be independent contractors. And then the next day she's talking about how she owns a business and everyone in network marketing owns a business when they don't. So all I find when I look at this individual's posts are contradictions. So next post says, nothing is won in network marketing, it's earned. No one pulled my name out of a hat, Jan. I worked for it. Whether it's a car or an incentive trip or a bracelet, there's no lottery involved here. It's hard work, dedication, and consistency. So the problem I have with this post is in order for you to get access to anything in an MLM, like an incentive trip or bracelet or the car incentive, anything like that, you need a downline. So it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with the hard work you put in that everyone likes to talk about. Everyone likes to look at these top reps and say, oh, they did this. It's them. They made it to this rank. And then the top reps berate their downlines as to why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing the hard work like me? But the problem is you can't earn incentive trips or bracelets or anything without your downline. You cannot get access to bonuses, extra bonuses, bonus pools, incentive trips, car programs without ranking up. Now in 99% of MLMs, how do you rank up? You rank up by recruiting people. You could look at anyone's comp plan. For example, let's just look at the Rodan and Fields comp plan. Okay, so I went down to page 14 of 15, and I believe the US comp plan for Rodan and Fields, and it says compensation plan at a glance. So if we look at this and we look at what is required for MLM reps to rank advance past the third rank, you're going to see that they need 100 sales volume each month. They have to buy their starter pack. They also need a personally sponsored qualifying volume, and they need a number of legs. What does that mean? That means you need a certain amount of people in your downline, and you need your downline producing a certain amount of volume in order for you to rank advance. So no, you can't earn incentive trips, you can't earn bracelets, you can't earn the incentive car program or whatever the heck your MLM has without your downline doing the work for you. Now, yes, you may have done the work to get them recruited, you may have slid into their DMs, you may have done all that crap, but at the end of the day, it's what can your downline do for you? Because I bet if anyone could get to the top of an MLM just by them working themselves, it would, 1, be 10 times harder. 2, you would just do it yourself. You wouldn't need a downline of people. So yeah, you need to recruit, and your recruits have to recruit, and those recruits have to work and purchase. Well, when I mean work, I mean like they need to be recruiting people and buying product and selling products so that you could earn the volume from your downline in order to continue with rank advancing. So by them working, you are gifted things by the company. So is that really you earning it, or is it your downline doing the work for you? Next post says, if you feel salesy, it's not the business model, it's your approach. This one was interesting. The only difference between selling your new favorite pair of jeans and selling a product from a company you've partnered with is that you're in your freaking head. If you bought a new pair of jeans and love them, you wouldn't think twice about telling everyone to run to Madewell and grab them. You surely tell them why too. The way they fit, the way they make you feel, the price. But with your unicorn tears, I don't know why does she keep calling it that? Anyway, she's meaning like, but with your MLM name, whatever, you turn into some weird ass robot who's stiff and awkward and maybe a little annoying. Why? Because you're thinking way too much. So seriously, next time you're going to talk about the products you sell, approach it with the favorite new pair of jeans vibe, not the robot vibe. What will they think of me when I make commissions vibe? So when it comes to just the post in general saying if you feel salesy, it's not the business model, it's your approach. Okay, let's look at MLMs. What are MLMs? MLMs are multi-level marketing companies. Now, when you join a multi-level marketing company, what are you? You are a sales rep. So if you feel salesy, it's because you're in a company where you're supposed to be selling a product. So you essentially sell products, and then you sell a lifestyle to recruit other sellers. So the business model is literally selling, whether you are selling products or you're selling a lifestyle and a facade to get people to join to where they now need to sell and recruit sellers. But something else I actually wanted to point out I've been thinking about recently is on top of the whole you are in a sales company, you're a sales rep, people will say this all the time. They're saying if you feel salesy, it's you. You're the problem. It's your fault that you're not making money. It's your fault that you can't rank advance. It's your fault you're not recruiting. It's your fault you're not making sales. People in MLMs, especially uplines, they are literally taught to do this, will start to blame the person, the individual, the work that they're doing, and the way that they are doing things versus taking a hard look at the business model, taking a hard look at the statistics, taking a hard look at, hey, what's going on in this MLM and why aren't people making an income? Oh, maybe because it's not meant for everyone to. If everyone could get to the top of an MLM comp plan, the business would go away. What would happen if everyone got to the top? The CEO wouldn't be able to make money because they'd be having to pay out too many people. So in my opinion, MLM business models are made for a certain amount of people to get to the top and the rest of the people to continue to put effort in to make no reward from it. So instead of taking a hard look at the actual business model, you are going to be blamed for what it is that you do or don't do in an MLM. So unfortunately, it becomes a blame game in multiple marketing companies. Also in her caption, she mentioned that she was partnered with a company. I also think reps need to stop using that. I used it when I was in my MLM. I was taught, hey, just tell them we're partnered with dietitians and personal trainers. You know, when it comes to talking about like the program. So say I was talking about like a Beachbody program, I was taught, oh, say that you're partnered with a fitness trainer because fitness trainers make the programs and that you just essentially partner with them. But that's not the truth. You're not partnered with an MLM. You work for them and you sell for them. I have so many posts. I'll have to do another video on her. Because there's just too many to talk about. So next post says, if network marketing triggers you, don't take it out on me. Call your therapist. Calm your thumbs, Jan. No need to take the rage of childhood wounds out on someone in the comment section. Have a network marketing post. Call your therapist. If you can't afford one, contact your employer's HR department and ask for information about your employee assistant program benefits. Deep breath, Jan. There's help out there for you. It's just not in this comment section. So what is she trying to say? That if I have an issue with the business model of network marketing, that I need to seek therapy? Is that what she's saying? I feel like it is. I feel like that's what this person's saying. Just because you critique it doesn't mean you need therapy for it. Okay, so I specifically want to react to 2 more posts, and then I have so many more. So I think I'm going to do a part 2 in 2022. I will probably do a part 2 to this with all new posts for all of you guys, and we could talk about it and break posts down. So the first one, or the first to the last, I want to talk about is this post right here. It says, you think social selling is weird, but you're posting about holiday cups like Starbucks is paying you. Now we can continue. Don't get upset, Susan. Get smarter. There are so many companies that will pay you to market their products. Choose one that makes sense for you. Love you. Mean it. She is so close to seeing reality. I just think they're like so close, but they're just not there yet. I've been there. I've been so close, but not there yet. Now I'm there. Now I am in reality. So yes, there are companies that will pay you to promote their products. I literally just got my paycheck today from a company. I just got my brand deal payment. So yeah, you can work with companies. The thing about Starbucks that I want to talk about is I know I'm not getting paid, nor do I care to get paid from Starbucks. If you go on my Instagram, I post my Starbucks about every single day, okay? Every week, I have a post up on my page, like on my actual feed. And then if I do get Starbucks, I'm posting about it because I love coffee. Do I assume Starbucks is going to pay me? No, I know they're not. So I don't care to post about Starbucks. Something that is actually interesting is if you guys know me, you probably know I have an espresso. I buy Starbucks Nespresso pods and I make commissions off that. You want to know why? Because when you actually go into content creation and you look into links and stuff like that, and how to promote and everything like that. When I talk about my coffee, I link it with an affiliate link every single time. So if someone orders the Starbucks coffee that I utilize to make every day in my house, I will end up getting commissions for it. So you can use things like magic links, Amazon storefront. You can use that stuff and you can link everything that you purchase and you can make income off of it. So yeah, actually for Starbucks, if you get Starbucks pods on Amazon or any other website that Magic Links works with. They work with things like Target, Walmart. So Target and Walmart, if you buy your pods from there, like your K-Cups, or even if you buy just the actual Starbucks coffee that goes in the fridge, I have used a affiliate link for that. So you can actually get paid for Starbucks. Just saying. Now, if Starbucks did reach out to me, I wouldn't say no, but let's take it back to the paying thing. So yes, there are companies that will pay you to market their products. Now, for me, I will only market a product for a company I adore, I love, and I believe in. That's just me. So for Starbucks, if they did reach out to me, I would work with them because I actually adore and love their product and have been drinking it for years. Now, even some MLMs pay influencers and content creators to promote their products. I've had a lot of you guys actually send me people that I've reacted to in the past in my top MLM fails. I've reacted to doTERRA, Beachbody, all of these MLMs that pay influencers because they know that their time is worth it and they know that content creators deserve pay for what it is that they're doing. but MLMs fail to actually pay their reps. So if you join a multi-level marketing company, you're not going to get paid. You're not, like, this doesn't even apply, because when she says there are so many companies that will pay you to market their products, yeah, MLMs don't do that. MLMs don't pay you. You have to join, you have to pay to play, you have to join a multi-level marketing company, you have to buy a starter kit, you have to pay them in order to get started, and then you have to hope and pray that you can get to the top of an MLM where you have barely any odds to do so. So even in an MLM, you're not getting paid. You have better odds being a content creator and getting paid that way. In MLMs, again, you're not paid to promote, you're not paid to make posts about companies or companies' products, while content creators are. And you can do that. You can be a content creator. You can start building your platforms and working up to that and using things like affiliate links, or you can actually talk with brands and do brand deals where you get a set rate for just posting about a company. I've done that before, even on my channel. I've done where I have talked about a company for literally less than a minute in a YouTube video. There are ways to do that, but with MLMs, it's not that way. MLMs are not a business model that allow you to get paid to post. You essentially have to get people to buy the product, or you have to get people and recruit them in order to make a paycheck. So in my opinion, when we look at the fact that CEOs will pay content creators, like CEOs of MLMs will pay content creators, but they won't pay people within their MLM to market their product, I find it really disgusting. And I feel as if these CEOs don't look at those people as if they're good enough or worthy for a paycheck. That's how I feel about that one. So here's a little preview to some of the posts that I'll be talking about in a future video. This one right here about keyboard warriors and anti-MLM people. I wonder what you guys think about this one. I feel like we can talk about that one next time I do a video. So I'm going to leave these for the next video that I do on this individual, or else we will be here all stinking day. So I'll do a part 2 on this person in the post that she promotes. So that's going to be all for today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to know what you guys have to think about any of these posts or specific posts or this person's membership. I'd actually be really curious what you guys think, and I'll respond to your comments in the comment section. See you guys. I believe this is going up Monday, so I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Motherfuckers. Rewind of being a no. Okay, but when it's okay, but when we talk about no, motherfucker, and with no other justification, I think I spent 5,000 over. I made I can't even get my words out today. No, motherfucker. I can't even remember what I said.